Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So we are having weekly market outlook for this week from 11th to 15th of September. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and let's look at that. So, but before going to look at that, if anyone wants to join us looking for trade setup or training, you just simply visit wave-trader.com. And if you're looking for further information, just simply fill that form and send that to me. Membership levels are there. So let's look at the setups which we were expecting last week. Yeah, so I told you that, guys, keep your eyes here on my channel. I have posted some opportunities over there. Dollar CAD was setting up for a drop over there, and we are having a nice sell off. Sell off just accelerated over there on dollar against the CAD after the job gains. Right, Canada job gains, double expectations, wages acceleration. So we have seen weaknesses over there on dollar, and at the same time we have seen weaknesses on the New Zealand dollar against the dollar, and pound is not getting strong at the moment, and euro, both currencies are still sitting at the floor. Yeah, so we may see strength over there. So also Australian dollar is bouncing back nicely from the lows, and natural gas also bounced back. So the previous dollar CAD chart over there, and we may see Nasdaq 100 index can visit the lows. So we're gonna talk about that as well. So right now Nasdaq 100 index is in a correction. So the setup which we are having here on the Nasdaq 100 index is basically against these opportunities. All right. So if Nasdaq 100 index drops, then these currencies, the risk on currencies, needs to get weaker too. All right, CADs get weaker, and dollar needs to get stronger. So when you are trading, on the Nasdaq 100 index and other risk on currencies, then make sure you understand that the move which I'm showing here on the Nasdaq 100 index for drop is basically against those risk on currencies. Hope that makes sense. So if I'm going to look at the trading view profile, so dollar CAD, we were expecting it to drop from that top, so we are having some nice sell-off over there from that high, from that top. So if I'm going to look at the update, these updates were telling us that a new high was possible within that wedge. Hopefully you guys remember that. And this was the recent update, and then this is the 1 hour time frame. So in the dollar CAD, this video analysis, I have spoken about that. So we have got a nice breakdown opportunity over there during the labor data, and then another correction is just simply building over there. I think that correction also broke out on dollar CAD. Let's just look at that. Yes, that correction also broke out, the correction which I was talking about that in that dollar CAD setup, in this chart, in dollar CAD chart. So we have seen that correction, and that correction is basically broken down nicely. Yeah, and another one is just forming for next breakout. So basically prices just simply set falling within the 4 hour time frame. Yeah, this correction is just broken. The next one is just simply appearing over there, that one, and prices just simply falling within the moving averages. And the Australian dollar is to the opposite side. Nice bounce back again happened over there. So in this video analysis, we were expecting buying from the lows, Australian dollar. So we are having some buying appearing over there. Yeah, in the video we were expecting it to hold these lows. So bounce back, another correction was forming over there. Nice breakout is just simply happening over there on these charts right now. So we are having some retest of that low, and then bounce back nicely from these lows. So we're going to talk about that, what to expect. So this is also same. So New Zealand dollar also pushing higher. So if I'm going to look at the New Zealand dollar, this chart, this is also bouncing back from those lows. I'm going to look at the update. New low came over there, and price is just simply bouncing back from these lows. All right, it formed that correction, which I have explained that correction to appear over there within this video analysis. So we have seen, you know, that correction, and that correction broke out. This correction, right, nicely broke out. Another one is just simply forming over there. We need that to push up for more upside. So this is also doing really good right now so far from those lows. And if I'm going to look at the DXY also breaking down from that high. All right, so still pushing higher, but you know, the recent update within that is, you know, when it was falling, one more leg higher was possible. So we have seen this move all the way back to that top, and then we were expecting it to drop from that top. We have, you know, seen sell-off over there, right? So sell-off is not aggressive. We have seen some sell-off over there all the way to these areas, but the sell-off is not so strong at the moment on the DXY. The reason is the pound and the euro both are holding. All right, there we can see that the sell-off just came over there, but it's just simply following the dollar CAD right now. So still doing good, DXY. And the pound, you know, also went lower for another leg. There was possibility for another leg, and then it's bouncing off, but bounce off is not so strong. So still okay, yeah. So still pushing back far from those lows. The counter trend move, which I have explained already within that you know, pound dollar chart, this video analysis. So we are having that bounce back, and it's coming back within the trend. So still okay, it's coming back. So that's the pound. And copper is basically, it is a weekly chart. It's dropping, but drop is pretty slow right now, right? And some of them are really old. Now let's look at that. Let's look at the market now. So dollar index first. Okay, so hopefully you understand that what we were expecting on the dollar last week. So dollar is just simply falling, so you are looking dollar to at least go within the moving averages. Yes, if I'm going to pull out on my right side the DXY, the dollar CAD chart, here we can see over there that the dollar is nicely falling over there in the 4-hour time frame moving averages. Okay, and but we can see that the dollar index is still, you know, giving us some opportunities to catch up, specifically on the euro for upside and the pound. Yeah, may take some time, but we can see that it's going back within the moving averages, and there we still can have a catch-up move somewhere there up to. And if you're going to see that this is going to break down, yeah, this is what we're expecting. So if we're going to see sell-off over there, then bang, we're going to have a breakout over there. So nothing changed over there. Slight change may happen. So we have seen breakout from that top, okay, but still price to go. But we still may see another leg higher from that wedge, all right, or ascending channel, or within from those moving averages. Price still can go back up. So our structure gonna remain that way, all right. This is the structure. So we still may see another leg higher. So the trade you are looking right now is this, yeah, this trade. And if it falls very, very aggressively, yeah, bang, continue to keep falling all the way back to that low, these areas up to 99. Simply the trade is simple over there. So I'm going to remove my moving averages. Price is just, you know, heading down. This correction which is just appearing over there, that to break out, and you are looking it to continue to keep dragging lower. So if I'm going to remove those arrows, right, that's the new, you know, structure you are looking for, this to break down and continue. So if you're going to see that the price is pushing all the way back to that top or new high, we're still going to stick to that trade. So hopefully you see my, you know, this breakout, you're looking for that breakout to happen and continue to keep falling down. Yes, if you're going to see another leg higher like that, you're still looking for this to continue to keep pushing lower from this top or new high. All right, so breakdown. So sell the breakdown opportunity, and the euro going to be the opposite. So we are having some strength on the euro from these lows, all right. And within these previous euro dollar charts, there was a possibility for another leg lower. And last week we were expecting this to hold these moving averages and reverse the trend. We have seen that the price never held those and just simply broke down, and we were expecting that to form new low and then bounce back. So we are having some, you know, strength over there after, you know, testing those lows or forming new lows. So what you are simply looking, you're simply looking for, you know, this correction to break out and go higher within that trend, and we still may see another leg lower from that. All right, so we still may see another leg lower from that trend, very much similar like the DXY. That's gonna be the trend. We still may see another leg lower from that trend line. Okay, and this is going to be the structure. And the structure is going to be that way. This is going to be the structure, very much similar like. But right now, currently we are having, you know, some news just breaking out from the Europe that ECB may not raise the interest rate anymore, and this is not a good news for the euro, because, you know, it seems that the Germany is entered already in the recession, right, which may cause the ECB to rethink about its, you know, hiking policy, or just, you know, call the peak, or end the hiking cycle. You don't hike more. All right, so this is what you are looking, guys, in this correction, which is just simply appearing over there, that to break out like other currencies are doing right now, and this to break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. So paying attention within these areas. All right, if it tests these lows, you're paying attention for buys within those areas. Otherwise, you're looking for a strong breakout and looking that trade to continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so in case if we see that the price is falling for another leg, right, and going down, so still gonna be a buy opportunity, okay, from these lows or new lows. So you're gonna keep doing counter trend move. We can keep looking for counter trend move and come back within the moving average, right? So the chart is very much similar like the dollar CAD chart. So if I'm gonna look at the dollar CAD, there we can see, so dollar CAD is slightly lower at the moment within, yeah, coming back within the moving averages, but euro is still far away. So this is a killer trade. We can see over there that the breakout on euro dollar are going to give you a buy opportunity. So you're watching, so you're paying attention over there at this breakout. Once that breakout comes, you're looking that to continue to keep falling all the way up to 184, you know, 190. Yeah, so the trade is already happening over there. The sell opportunity worked over there on dollar CAD. Yeah, and you're paying attention in case if you don't see that breakout and slightly goes higher. So still gonna be this trade. Yeah, you already have that move is just happening over there. And if we're gonna see breakdown on dollar CAD, yeah, and then you're still gonna be a buy opportunity or upside. So you're paying attention. That's why we're gonna keep doing counter move on euro. Yeah, for upside. So that's the euro dollar, and pound dollar also same. Okay, so you just need to invert that chart and need to open another window over there like dollar CAD. Okay, so dollar CAD and pound is just simply giving you an opportunity to continue for more upside. Yeah, so that move like euro dollar. So if I'm gonna go back and gonna invert that chart, then you are looking simply this to continue to keep pushing. So if you're going to have a strong aggressive breakout for upside, yeah, then pound to continue to keep rising all the way back to that high. But right now, from that trend, the trend which we are having there, we still can see another leg lower. This is the structure. Yeah, as long as price keep falling, that structure gonna stay same. Yeah, when price come within the trend, there is possibility for one more leg lower, and once price form new low, you're looking for this to counter trend move. Okay, like that, like this. Price came back within the moving averages. Yeah, one more leg possibility was there. And once price form new lows, you're looking to counter it. All right. So we have seen that, you know, counter trend move is just simply appearing over there from lows on pound dollar. Okay, and that's the trend. This is the trending moving averages, all right, are telling us that we still may see sell opportunities like these we have already seen over there. You still may see another leg lower before we're going to have a daily move over there. So that's the bigger structure. What you are looking on lower time frame, simply the correction to breakout and continue to keep pushing more higher. Let me remove that. So slightly old structure. So this is what you are expecting a price to just break out. Okay, correction still can slightly get more bigger, yeah, or it can retest that low, right? It can retest that low. So you're looking for this to break out and go higher, or test that these areas, and you're paying attention over there, and this to go back up like dollar CAD is doing right now. Okay, so that is your pound, and Australian dollar is also pushing higher. So we have already seen the, okay, this is the move which we are expecting. We'll see how far that daily move goes. All right, right now there are predictions that Australian dollar not gonna do good during this slowdown, because we are having slowdown, and Australian dollar is also a risk on currency, so it is not making sense to stay bullish on the Australian dollar. All right, but yeah, so you are, Australian dollar is at the bottom, so you can even counter that for short term, if not for longer term. Yeah, so at least it to go back up within that wedge, the wedge which is just simply appearing over there, or the target you are looking at least going to be that, yeah, price already bounced from there and correcting over there, and we may see this move all the way back to that high, and in best case scenario price can continue to keep rising all the way back to that high. If we're gonna have, some drop on dollar. Okay, so the correction is already underway. You are looking that correction to breakout. So small drag lower can happen. Okay, so within the moving averages, you're looking for a breakout and continue to keep pushing more higher. So same goes with the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar is also going back up, and this two very much similar like the Australian dollar, right? Go back up. That's the bigger structure. And if I'm gonna look at the 4-hour time frame, the move you are looking at to break out and go all the way up to this at least, or in longer term continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, similar structure, similar correction, similar formation, you are looking that to slightly drag more lower, okay, and break out like breakout you have seen over there, and continue to keep pushing more higher. So trend to hold the trend which is just simply appearing over there. And if price in case tests these lows, right, so still looking for a counter trend move, guys. Dollar chief, again, we still may see another leg lower on dollar chief. All right, so this is going to be the structure. Another leg lower can happen, but right now we can see that the dollar is losing its value against the other currencies, yeah, but not losing its value here on the chief. So we still may see similar move. Price can fall back within the moving averages like that. So I'm gonna ignore this chart. Yeah, I don't see a perfect opportunity right now because this pair is moving very, very slow. So yeah, this is the structure in case if a stronger breakdown, okay, this breakdown comes, then another leg lower, okay, or breakout and continue to keep rising all the way back to that high. We still may see another leg lower. So a kind of neutral analysis we are having. If you still want to trade, I would suggest you to just simply ignore. If you still want to trade, all right, yeah, then trade, cautiously. All right, I don't see a perfect, but yes, when you're gonna see sell off on a dollar against others, then obviously you're gonna see a drop on this chart. So trade with precaution. So dollar CAD, all right, dollar CAD is just simply showing some good price action over there, and we are having, we are preparing for this move to happen, very much similar like these moves. So some sell-off is just coming over there on dollar CAD. So what you are looking at the top is this move is already happened over there on the dollar CAD. All right, so if you are trying to catch now, you're going to be late over there, because as I said in the previous weekly market outlook, that you are trying to get into the trade from highs within these areas, all right, or new highs when new highs are coming. So if you caught that trade from there or there, yeah, or on this breakout, you are looking this another breakout to break down and continue to keep falling all the way for the daily drop. If you haven't caught that trade, you may miss, you may have missed that opportunity from that top. And if you don't want to catch that continuation trades within these areas, okay, then hope for the price to push back for another leg higher, at least test that top, and then you're trying to catch the top and looking for it to continue to keep dragging lower. All right, so this is the bigger structure on a 4-hour time frame structure. If you don't want to get into the trade from the current price and want to get into the trade from highs, then you have to wait for the price to tag the top, and then another high. You're basically waiting for another high or retest of 1.37200 to get into the trade again. So you're waiting for that if you don't want to get in now. Okay, yeah. If you think that you want to be into the trade, all right, and the drop has just begun, then there is only one way to get into the trade: chasing the lower time frame corrections. All right, and if those corrections keep falling, you're staying in, and if not, then getting out. So this correction to slightly get bigger, okay, like this ABC move, and moving average to come, do not break up, all right, do not break up and hold, and then keep dropping like they have done here. Yeah, makes sense. That's the dollar CAD. Or if I'm gonna make it more simple, you want to be a longer term trader and want to hold that trade for longer term, then the daily chart is just simply telling you that you are looking for this to keep falling. Yeah, you don't want to follow that bigger time frame structure and want to get into the trade, and then your setup going to be something like that. Yeah, like this. Yeah, so I'm talking about the lower time frame. So here on a 15-minute time frame correction to happen, and then you are looking to get into the trade, and then breakouts to happen. So chief yen, so we have got a news on the yen that the news broke out that the Bank of Japan, is looking to end the negative interest rate. Obviously, they're going to end that policy. They cannot keep that negative interest rate policy and wait for the rest of the world to face slowdown, and at the same time, Bank of Japan to hold that negative interest rate, while the world is slowing down. So they have to get out from that negative interest rate once the rest of the world is slowing down, so that after the slowdown they can again have ultra loose monetary policy. So they cannot hold the ultra loose monetary policy forever while the rest of the world is going down, and Japan is going facing slowdown. So Bank of Japan has to get out from the ultra loose monetary policy or negative interest rate, and then again they can get back to the ultra loose monetary policy soon after getting out. So this process can be very, very quick. They can get out and then again slowdown is already happening, as we know that the China facing disinflation, while the rest of the world is also having slowdown in inflation. So the process is going to be really quick in the Japan, and that can create a significant volatility into the market. So that's what we are expecting to happen. So Bank of Japan to create a significant volatility into the market. So they hinted, Oida hinted that they may end the negative interest rate policy. So if I'm looking for a news, just broke out that the Dutch bank also, yeah, there you go. The Dutch bank also expecting there. So Dutch bank just changed its call on Bank of Japan and now expects yield curve control to be removed in October. All right. Previously, they thought that Bank of Japan gonna change that negative interest rate policy in April, or going to end, yield curve control in April 2024. So it's a significant change after the comments which we have got from either last night or last week, right? So, and for negative interest rate policy to end in January 2024. So next year, in January. So I think that, they're gonna, do that even quicker than that. Yeah. So we may see significant slowdown in next 3-4 months. So next 3-4 months, we are going to have something, I mean, anything can happen. So significant slowdown can happen. So yeah. All right. So that's caused the strength. All right, that's what I was saying to you guys since last 3-4 weeks, that we may have intervention from China and Bank of Japan or Swiss National Bank. So these three banks can intervene in the markets. China's onshore yuan finishes domestic season at $7.29, strongest such close since September 4. So we have seen strength. So Chinese has done some intervention as well, so which caused their currency to get stronger at open. So yeah, those news caused the jump and yield also jumped. You can see over there. So yes, so there is the dollar yen. So if I'm gonna look at the dollar yen opened with a huge gap already, right? So this gap, dollar yen opened with a huge gap over there. It's almost 100 pip gap over there. What you're simply looking, again, counter trend move. All right, so move is already happened over there. Move is very much similar like the dollar CAD dropped, pushing lower. Yeah, you're looking for this correction to break down and continue to keep falling. Yeah, if it does not break down and price push, remove those losses and close that gap over there. Yeah, so you're still looking price to not go above that gap. All right, so stay below that gap and this trade. And once that trade come closer to the 4-hour trend line or moving averages, then you're looking those to break down, very much similar like the dollar CAD chart. Right, so dollar CAD chart is also similar like that. So we still may see another leg higher within these areas. So this is basically the trade you are looking, this breakout to happen. And from there, another leg higher and then drop, all right, or break down and continue to keep falling. So this is where to go, dollar yen. All right, and on a weekly time frame, we are not changing anything. Yeah, we are still looking for that happen. This bigger flag, which is just simply appearing over there, that flag to give us a nice breakout, nice aggressive sell-off this area or longer term to the downside. Oh, that makes sense. So the other charts are also same, slightly a risky chart, the chief. All right, so again, you are paying attention on these tops and counter trend trades. All right, this place or that place, right there, where where the gap is closing, and this is where the previous top, right? So not chasing these corrections, these breakouts. I wouldn't suggest you to chase these breakouts. Only keep eyes on these places, all right? That places and that places, like you have got a sell opportunity from there. So that's the chief yen. So longer term, yes, we are expecting it to fall. Yeah, so it's trying to find that top. Basically, the sell-off gonna come once we're gonna have the action from the Bank of Japan or a significant slowdown. Significant slowdown is already happening. So the euro yen is the simple. We got the drop from the top, and this is where you're paying attention. Gap. If it closes the gap, then you're looking that gap to hold and break down. If it doesn't, all right, if it does not test that top, we are having some rebound. Significant rebound is just happening over there. You're just looking for that to break down. Okay, this breakdown to happen and continue to keep dragging lower or push back and revisit that gap, this area. So dollar yen to keep gaining, price should not close above that gap, all right? This gap, price should stay. This gap might be a longer term reversal signal, all right? This is, you know, the gap is really important here. So you're not going to see that gap on this chart. So let me show you that gap. Okay, so this gap might be a longer term reversal gap. Let's look at the dollar yen first. So we're going to see that on FXCM, I think. There you see that gap? Okay, this is a gap. So this might be a longer term gap. So we may not see price above that for longer term. All right. So when I say longer term, means that 3-4 years or maybe 5 years, we may not see. So this might be a signal that the dollar or the yen is going to get stronger for longer term. All right, or this gap might be a signal that the policy change is going to come from Bank of Japan, or negative interest rate policy is going to end. Okay, so it's worth taking when price come closer to that gap and you're paying attention it to hold. And if price keep falling, then you are looking it to hold for longer term. You see that gap? Price, you know, that gap. So yeah. So how are you going to know that this gap is not a reversal gap once price close above that and significantly goes beyond that gap? All right. Or simply if you get stopped out, all right? So stop somewhere, you're looking, you know, price to close it and looking to stop some, you know, above that gap. Price shouldn't go above this area, all right? It should stay below. So then this gap is going to be a reversal, longer term reversal gap. So paying it worth taking to pay attention. We have seen that gap many times, but we haven't seen reversal yet. This might be another, you know, common gap, all right? So you're paying attention, all right, at this area, or breakdown of this flag, which is just simply appearing over there. So pay attention. That's the euro yen. Dollar yen also seen. So pound yen is also similar. If I'm gonna pull out, looking for this wedge to break down, okay, and this gap to hold, and this top to hold, and this to continue. Yes, if we're not gonna hold that, then let this to push up this area, and then again looking for a counter trend move. So I'm gonna pull out my moving averages. Moving averages are being held, and this is, I mean, this the 1 hour expanding triangle to hold. All right, this 1 hour expanding triangle to hold. CAD yen is also struggling to push more higher because, you know, the news which are just breaking out over there from the Bank of Japan. So you simply, it's clear, yeah, price is struggling to push more higher. Okay, you're paying attention at these highs, look in these trades, all right? So we have already got a couple of times these drops, so paying attention at these areas or slightly push more higher and then break down, okay, all the way back to these lows. Wedge is clear. Aussie yen is also very much similar like that. Okay, so you're paying attention at these areas, these tops, so push more higher and then drop. Not looking at the current price because price is in a sideways market, so you're looking it to go higher and then drop and continue to keep falling for longer term to the downside. Same goes with the Kiwi yen, okay, clear. So test that top and then drop and keep falling from that top to continue to keep all the way up to 80-50, we'll see. So similar like the last week. And euro pound, okay, longer term we are expecting it to bounce back. This wedge to break out for upside is just forming over there, and on this 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, right? So this is not a best continuation for pair right now, okay, because price stay in a sideways market, so we still can see one more drop all the way back to these lows, guys, in these areas. In case if a breakout happens, then I mean the sharp move is just coming over there from the current price, then you're interested and looking for this to continue and break out for upside. I'm not anticipating, yeah, price still can easily visit these areas, so you're looking it to visit those lows and then go back up. So just simply look for support rather than, you know, continuation trade over there for upside. Okay, and last week we were expecting pound chief to go back up from these lows. It bounced back nicely, then again started to struggle. So come down, test this low, and then go back up, all right, or breakout. This is not the trade. Yeah, if in case it tests that low, then you are paying attention at these lows and price to go back up. Remember, it's struggling to push more higher. Yeah, so we may not see, you know, more upside. It's turning into a daily correction, which can break down for, you know, for more downside. I mean, this daily correction can break down. This daily correction can break down for more downside, so we may not see more upside on it. So what you're simply looking is that is it to just, you know, fall back for another leg and go back up, and then from these tops you are looking it to trade sideways market. All right, I mean this daily correction, when it comes to bottom, you're looking for it to go back up, and when it goes to top, then you're paying attention for it to drop more downside. We don't have a continuation trade on this chart, so price is staying sideways, so trading sideways. So EuroCAD can drop for more downside. Last week we were expecting it to bounce back, all right? So we got some bounces, but we didn't see more upside. So we were expecting it to bounce back. We didn't see, yeah. So, and there is possibility that the EuroCAD may not continue to keep pushing more higher, or this daily correction may not break out, okay? And euro, this move is not going to happen, yeah. So we may see price to keep falling all the way back to these lows, or maybe more downside, as we can see that the CAD is gaining, all right, or dollar CAD is dropping. So there is possibility that this pair can drag more lower all the way back to that low or new low, or this ABC move, okay, like that. Then we'll see this move can happen. This is the structure basically right now. One more drop can happen back to this or new low, and then, or it can continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so I will, you know, simply ignore this pair for this week. We don't have a perfect opportunity, guys. In case if during the week I'll see opportunity over there again, then I will try to post that on my channel there, right? So CAD chief bounced off. Okay, again, this is going to be a counter trend trade. As I said previously last week, risk is always there. Okay, and yeah, it's bouncing off. If you have caught that trade, yeah, and then you are looking it to just continue to keep pushing more higher. Otherwise, you know, don't chase it at the current price. Yeah, both pairs, EuroCAD can continue to keep dragging lower, and CAD chief can continue to keep pushing more higher. So anything can happen. So better to let this to test that low, and then, or if you still want to get into the trade, then you have to be really good at the current price and need to see a correction over there and continue to keep rising all the way back to that high. So I'm going to look at the lower time frame for that. Okay, so it's not a trending pair. Okay, it's a slow moving pair, so you may not get a nice trending aggressive move over there. Okay, another pullback to happen, and then you may pay attention over there within that 1 hour time frame. Very much similar like these corrections to happen and price to trend to hold. Okay, and then you're looking it to bounce up, continue, or breakout that to happen. I mean breakout to happen for more upside. So yes, so if this goes higher, then obviously you're gonna have drop on dollar CAD, right? So you look in dollar CAD to drop for more downside. Obviously, when dollar CAD gonna go lower, you're gonna see strength on the CAD. Okay, so the only opportunity, the good opportunity is the dollar CAD, which is already dropping over there, so you can catch that. So up to you guys. Okay, I see this to push more higher. Yeah, very much similar like this previous move. This move, how far that daily move goes, gonna depend on the chief. Yeah, because chief is still a beast. So when it goes against the chief, really dangerous. Okay, so we are having a pound New Zealand dollar. Yeah, so drop from that top last week. We were expecting it to pass that, visit that top, and then fall. So we have seen that the pound visited that high, then drop nicely. Okay, and pushing more lower. So simply you are looking it to continue. If you caught that trade, you're looking it to continue to keep dragging lower. If you haven't caught that trade, you're looking it to bounce back and test that top, and then again looking for this to continue. All right, I wouldn't suggest you to chase. It can continue to keep breaking down these. All right, so I'm going to look at the lower time frame. It can break down and can continue to keep falling lower. Yeah, this might be a top. Top is in place on the pound New Zealand dollar, and we may not see that, you know, top again at the moment anytime soon. So you see that the daily nice daily sell-off is just appearing over there. So it can break down and can continue to keep dragging lower. All right, so you may have missed that top. All right, and there is a possibility that the pound may not test that top again. All right, and these these tiny flags can keep breaking down. Not tiny yet, they are on a 1 hour time frame, and they can keep breaking down from more downside, and can continue to keep falling. So for that, you need to pay attention there. All right, okay, there we can see that the corrections are clear now. Right now the 15-minute trend is being held. Right, 15-minute trend is being held, and you are paying attention at these areas, that flat to hold, price to hold and break down. And if that is going to be really aggressive and price keep falling, then you're staying in. All right, otherwise you are letting it to go back up for the expanding triangle. All right, and this letting it to go back up, test that, and then again I don't see that move to happen. Okay, but there is still possibility. I see that the trend, you know, may have started to appear over there for the downside. Okay, so same goes with the pound Australian dollar. We are having a sell-off over there from that top, and this might be a start for more downside on the pound. All right, and the move is already, you know, the last week we were expecting it to go back up and test and drop, so we are having that move. I'm going to slightly change that structure. Okay, I'm going to draw like that. Within that structure, we still can see another leg higher. Right, we still can see another leg higher. Okay, this is what you are looking for, price to continue to keep falling. All right, so we still may see another leg higher within that triangle. Right, like that. You still may see another push. This place can be retested. I don't see the reason at the moment. All right, but you know you are ready. So this is what you are looking right now, as explained on the, you know, pound New Zealand dollar. So this trend, okay, which is just keep breaking down. All right, this 15-minute correction, which is just simply appearing over there, and this to hold and push up for another leg higher, hold those similarly like that, or like that, or like that, and one more leg lower, this short-term trade. And if it goes aggressive to the downside, then you are looking at to continue to keep falling. Yeah, so break above that will push it all the way back to that high, this move, and then again we will keep looking for charts from those tops. Okay, so same setup gonna be here on these two charts. Yeah, I explained that last week, guys. The these trades were same, right? Those trades were same. All right, so same, these 4 charts, not 4, 6 charts are same. No, 6, not a 6. All right, so almost, you know, I was showing same wave in last 3 weeks weekly market outlook. Yeah, so that wave is just simply happening over there. So this is also a same move. Okay, this move, and how far it goes, looking it to continue. Okay, on last week we were expecting it to push back, test that top, and then drop. So we are having a sell-off opportunity from there. So I'm gonna remove that arrow and gonna look at this trend right now. Okay, the triangle is just simply heading down. So what you are looking right now is just simply correction which is just forming over there, that to break down and continue to keep dragging lower. So if we don't see breakout of that correction and price goes for another leg higher, okay, which I'm not anticipating, but in case if that happens, you are prepared for this trade again from that top and looking for this to continue. This is the structure, right? This, yeah, so another leg higher within that triangle can appear over there. Now let's look at the lower time frame and find the trade over there. Okay, the trade is already happening over there, very much similar like the other pairs which I have just shown: pound New Zealand dollar, pound Australian dollar, or Australian dollar US dollar, or New Zealand dollar US dollar, or dollar CAD, same move. Okay, or euro, the same move. So you're basically looking for correction is already breaking. All right, so you're looking for this to bounce back from these lows, right, like that flat formation. So it's this correction is already breaking. All right, already breaking. So go back up, test that top, and then drop. Okay, moving averages to hold. All right, so that's your euro Oz, and euro New Zealand dollar is also same. If I'm gonna go to the daily time frame, testing that top, looking that to counter, it's falling. And last week we were expecting it to test that top. It hasn't exactly tested that top, all right, but came there within these areas and then started to drop. So the structure is also same, keep falling, okay, or go back up and then drop. So that structure is also same. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, 15-minute time frame, okay, lower time frame to just keep dragging lower, right? This correction to continue and hold that flat formation, bounce back for short term, hold that and keep dragging like that. And if it does not, you know, hold this area, yeah, and then go back up and test that and then drag. Same structure, same move. Make sure when you are getting into this trade at this area on all these pairs, okay, you are going to double your risk. Make sure you understand that. Okay, so pound CAD is also dragging lower. Pound CAD is already within that moving averages. If I'm gonna remove that, we still can see another leg higher within that, you know, within that wedge. All right, this is the structure. Yeah, we still may see another push from there. Right now, just continue to keep falling. All right, right now, just continue to keep falling within these areas. Continue to keep falling. Very much similar like other pound Australian, pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, just continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, flat formation. Or go back up, test the top. All right, like that. Continue to keep falling or test that top and then drag lower. If something changes, if we don't see what we're expecting, all right, and price goes back up, again, you're looking price to hold and then drop. So buying is not a good idea at the moment on these charts. Only looking for them to drop for longer term. Okay, so Australian dollar still can drag lower. So when you are trading on the Australian dollar CAD, make sure you watch this. So they are struggling, all right? So they are struggling because CAD is gaining right now. So Australian dollar is rising, New Zealand dollar is rising, but they're struggling, you know, against the CAD. So we may not see trending move at the moment, aggressive trending move for upside. Okay, we may see, you know, slow sideways move here on these currencies. So basically, you know, still looking for this to drag lower or at least test that low and then continue to keep rising for upside for longer term. Okay, we are looking, you know, like that for longer term for upside. I'm gonna remove those moving averages and we can see, yeah, some very much similar structure like Australian dollar, US dollar, or New Zealand dollar. So Yeah, so they may be slow. We're not gonna get a quick move or upside as long as the dollar CAD is falling. They can be slow. So better to only look for buy when they are at the bottom, yeah, and when looking to sell them, just trade with precautions. They're already at the bottom. Just look for counter from the lows, right? Yeah, so when you see that this pair is testing this low, right, and testing or falling or going below that, but Australian dollar and CAD is not falling, yeah, then catch that trade pair, because the Australian dollar and CAD is still at the top while the Kiwi CAD is struggling, right, against the CAD, and suggesting you to what kind of move going to happen over there on the Aussie CAD. If this pair fall past that low, then this is the trade. Okay, back to that bottom. Pay attention over there. Same goes with the Kiwi CAD. So these pairs should be like that. Both are same. So I'm still looking for. Don't have a perfect trade on this chart. Okay, very much similar like last week breakdown. These two charts we have already seen. Okay, and as I said that this is a counter trend chart. Last week we were expecting it to just keep crawling for upside. It broke down and then regained from those lows. So not a best opportunity, just keep pushing more higher. It's a counter trend chart. When you're trading on them, just be careful. Okay, same. This is already pushing higher, the KVG from the lows, a counter trend chart. Okay, better to go short on the Euro Australian dollar or Euro New Zealand dollar rather than buying these risk-on currencies against the cheap. Carry high risk. So dollar rand to drop, right? Dollar rand to drop from that top and just stay sideways. Not a best pair at the moment. Okay, but we may see drop on it. Okay, back to that bottom. And from that bottom, you are looking it to hold like that. Right, keep falling, hold that and go back up. Dollar Chinese yuan. Okay, again, we may have, I think, let's just check. Is it the gap over there? Because we haven't seen a gap over there. SDC and H, let's check. Yeah, it's not showing gap. It's onda. So I need to see USDC and H. FXEM. So cap reached. So I'm gonna use here. Yeah, so small gap is appeared over there, but we have seen a sell-off after that. All right, after that there was a clear sell-off once market opened, and again we are having some intervention over there from Bank of China, Bank of China. They're intervening, and at the same time they are fighting with inflation, and inflation slightly picked up. So if you are trading on this currency, it's going to be strongly against the trend. The trend is still bullish, but we are expecting it to just keep falling. All right, keep falling and drop more. So trade, it's a high risk short, right? But if intervention works, then we may see a big drop on here on this chart. So dollar peso seemed like last week some momentum is building up over there and correction is just happening. So you're looking for this correction to break out. You only can buy that breakup if it is going to be driven by fundamentals. Otherwise, price to fall back and test that low, and then you are looking it to go higher. Okay, so chasing the trend is not making sense at the moment. All right, for our time frame trend is not, we are not having trend yet. We are still having a downtrend. Okay, till we are having a policy change from the Mexico bank. All right, and last week there was a possibility for another leg lower on US 30. Still looking for same bigger time frame chart. We still can see another leg higher all the way back to that top from that daily trend. All right, price still can continue on this on this time frame. We still may see that the price can visit that low. So I have a very detailed analysis on that on this video. Okay, so if you have a time, just go and watch that. And the reason is simply the Apple. All right, so the Apple shares drop significantly after the ban in China, so that can cause these charts to still visit that low. All right, we still may see you know, one more leg lower. This leg can complete over there, so like that. That's our structure. Okay, we still can see one more leg lower. This, okay, this move can happen. Price can test that low like that. So I wouldn't suggest you to chase that, right? Chase the buys, okay? But if you really want to buy them and you think that you should keep buying the indices on this dip, all right, then you have to follow the lower time frame. Okay, where the lower time frame goes, you are just simply chasing that. But buy the dip opportunity for daily time frame is not there yet. Okay, we may not see the lows again. Price can continue to keep rising. If you really want to trade that, okay, then you're watching these lower time frames, and if price keep pushing higher, then you're staying and looking it to continue. Otherwise, get out for short-term moves, or these moves, and look for this trend to break down. So you're paying attention within these areas. Okay, once looking these areas and break out to happen and continue to keep rising. Okay, and in case if we see stronger sell-off, right, and price visit these areas, okay, then we're gonna have a daily buy setup over there. All right, the same goes with the Nasdaq 100 index. Nasdaq 100 index is bouncing up. We were expecting it to drop, but we still can see one more leg lower, which comes all the way up to that daily moving averages. So we're having some strength over there. Okay, we may not see this move, as I have explained in that video analysis. Okay, we may not see that move. That move basically was based on the Apple shares dropped, and that was telling us that tech stock may struggle after the ban from China on Apple devices in their offices. So we may not see, and price still can continue to keep rising. And yeah, so this might be a daily low. This might be a daily low, and this might be a daily low, and price can keep rising all the way back to that high. Yeah, but buying at this area for that dip for the daily time frame is slightly risky. So you have to get into the trade on lower time frame, like 15-minute time frame. And if that keeps pushing higher, then great, you are in. Otherwise, just a short-term trade. All right, so similar like US 30s. If I'm gonna slightly change that, get like that trend, this might be a correction which is over and price is pushing higher. All right, like that ABC move, and price may have completed that correction and ready to push more higher. So we don't have a clear indication yet. But yes, if you are a buyer and looking for buy the dip opportunities, then again, as I said, that the 15-minute time frame is to follow. Okay, another push lower to happen, and then right now this is breaking higher. Yeah, that 15-minute time frame, but I won't suggest you to just simply get in and look for it to continue. So at least you need to see a pullback very much similar like these, okay, and like that, flat, running flat, and come somewhere there, hold that, and then break out and keep pushing more higher. Yeah, so 15-minute time frame is there to follow. Same goes with the S&P 500. Yeah, they might have found their floor over there on this daily time frame and may not test that low, and can break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. If I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, same technique. This might be a correction for more upside, and we may not see this lag, as I said. And price can continue to keep rising. So for that, just simply go to your 15-minute time frame. Right, and that trend to follow up. All right, so breakout is just happening over there. Yeah, so at least push like these pushes, push down, all right, and then hold the trend and then break out like that and continue. Yes, so as I said, on the bigger daily time frame, if we see that the price is going to visit those lows, so still gonna stay up, you know, let me slightly, you know, change my structure, okay, and give you a clear indication that what I'm talking about on the equities. All right, so right now this is what you are looking for, okay, this simple flat formation like I have shown last week on Nasdaq 100 index. All right, so this correction is over, okay, this previous correction is over, and this might be another correction for the bullish trend which has just, you know, set up for upside, and this might be a breakout, simply breakout for another leg higher, and price may not visit that low. This might be a breakout, okay, breakout happening and price is just pushing higher, and this is the flat formation. Okay, like that. Okay, like this. This might be a flat formation, bigger flat formation possibility ahead. All right, this correction done, this done, and this is done, and breakout is happening and pushing higher. Okay, all the way back to that top, and maybe more upside. We may not see another leg lower for flat formation. So this is what basically you are looking, okay, in case if that doesn't continue, in case if that does not push higher and price drag lower, okay, and test that low. So still gonna be a buy the dip opportunity, okay, for more upside. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Right now, previously last week we were expecting this move to happen, okay, but right now I have shown you, you know, a risk on moves on risk on currencies. Yeah. So if I'm going to show you this trade now, then that's going to be against those moves. All right. So it's not making sense to look for risk on, you know, wave on risk on currencies and at the same time looking for risk of move on equities. All right. So if this keeps pushing more higher on 15-minute time frame, bang, you're looking at it to continue to keep rising all the way back to that top. If something happens unexpectedly, yeah, and we do not see that push up, price fall back all the way this low, all right, then you're going to see risk on currency is going to test the daily lows. They're going to be buy opportunities, yeah, and if equities visit the 43.40, 43.50, yeah, so still going to be a buy opportunity, all right, like this move from the bottom. So hope that makes sense now on equities what you are expecting. Okay, so 15-minute time frame pushing higher, trend to hold, short-term trend to just keep pushing more higher. Okay, so at least visit those moving averages. Okay, visit, bang on, continue to keep rising. US Russell also similar. US Russell dragged more last week, all right, so we were expecting it to keep pushing more higher, but yeah, this daily to hold and chart is very much clear. We have seen more drop on it, on Russell. The Russell to just hold these areas, okay, and that trade. And if it keeps rising for all the way and the lag is clear over there, okay, it can continue to keep rising for longer term for upside. So we are having clear lag over there on this. So I don't think so. I need to talk about more. Just simply, yeah, hold this previous bottom and prices pushing more higher. So if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, then you are looking these 15-minute corrections to just do well. All right, so hold this trend and then continue to keep rising. Okay, so EU equities are also doing all right, but struggling right now. You are expecting them to rise. Okay, this daily move to happen from this previous low. So I'm not gonna make it more complex. Gonna keep it simple. Okay, this previous low. You're paying attention. That previous low. Make sure you use stop loss. You're buying them at top. Okay, and then trade with all precautions. But yes, still looking for that move to happen. Okay, same goes with this. Last we were expecting them to hold the 4-hour moving average, 4-hour trend. Okay, this trade, that box, right? So it came and tested that box and pushed up the same trade, all right, at least up to this high and all the way. Make sure you're use reasonable stop loss over there. You are buying them at top. Yeah, so it's going higher from that low. So same again, breakthrough and continue to keep rising or fall back. Nikkei index is coming back, right, from that top. So once it tests that low, you're paying attention for bullish wave. Gold, okay, gold, gold is, last week we were expecting gold to continue to keep pushing more higher, right? But we have seen strength on the dollar, and which caused that, right? We were expecting breakout during the non-farm payroll broke out, but it didn't continue, and we have seen a sell-off. So there is a possibility that the gold can visit that low, right? This is the structure. We still may see gold can visit that low. So if it visits that low, you stay bullish, looking for a, let's look at the bigger time frame. Okay, but I wouldn't suggest you to buy gold at the current price. Okay, I was showing you, sell opportunities on dollar pairs, right? And if dollar goes down, then gold has to pick up from current price. It has to go higher from current price. It shouldn't test that low, right? But I don't see gold gold is at a good price, good spot, all right? Good spot structurally where we can buy the gold for more upside. It can, okay? This is basically the structure. This is basically the structure, okay? Where we can see another leg lower on gold, right? And at the same time, gold can break out, a kind of neutral analysis. All right, it can break out from current price and it can break either way from current price. All right, gold even can fall while dollar is falling. Right, so this is the structure. So I would suggest you to let the gold tag these lows, right, and then you are bullish on it, these areas, rather than chasing it on a current time frame for either direction, for the downside or for upside. So structurally, it's not at a bad spot where we can chase it. So yes, silver is at a good spot where you can keep eyes on the silver for buy opportunity rather than paying attention on gold. So if silver has this low, obviously you're gonna see that the gold gonna go lower too. Yeah, if silver goes there, this place, then obviously gold gonna go down too. So this is what you are looking on. If silver breaks down and test that low, obviously we're gonna have pressure on dollar pairs too. Okay, so structurally silver gonna be at the best better spot as it compared to the gold to buy. All right, so that's what you're looking. Yeah, if it doesn't test these lows and jump, all right, and jump, there are many other pairs where you can catch up the trade, like the other dollar pairs. Okay, so best is let this to tag that low, right? At least these areas where you can, buy them. So Bitcoin is still struggling. We are not having anything on Bitcoin and sideways market. Okay, there is a possibility, guys, that the Bitcoin can visit all the way this low, all the way. Not expecting that, but that possibility exists over there. Okay, it can fall and can drop all the way to that low. What you are basically looking for, again, some good price action, good news, and bounce back within those areas, these lows, hold these lows and bounce back from these lows. There is no good price section right now on Bitcoin, and as we know that interest rates are higher, which is causing Bitcoin to stay under pressure. All right, so we need free money. Free money is not coming over there at the moment, which can push the crypto market for upside. So crypto market is struggling. Okay, so strong breakout like that, and then you are looking it to go higher. If that breakout doesn't come over there, okay, and price just keep doing that way, the way that it's doing right now, it's not ready to buy. Yeah, even it can, this whole move is suggesting that we still may see another breakdown like that for more downside. Okay, buyers are not there, so it's struggling so badly. Bitcoin is struggling very, very badly, guys. So only look for buy when strong bounce off is coming over there. You see that the BNB broken down, so very much similar like BNB, we may see breakdown on the Bitcoin as well. So BNB is coming down, right? So BNB, you're paying attention from this low and BNB to hold. Right, so Binance is struggling to push BNB for upside. So they're struggling behind the scenes and looking to push their coins for upside. Okay, cutting trading on other, other coins, trying to increase their liquidity and their their holdings. They're trying to increase their reserves so that they can face the downturn. So trying to push their coins for upside. Yes, this is the structure. Structure is showing that from lows you are looking to counter it and bounce off very aggressively for upside. Okay, so, or at least something like that, or something like that. Okay, or something like that. Then another low. If very strong aggressive move comes, then rise for daily move for upside. Like that for daily move. So if I'm going to copy, that, then this is basically what we are looking right now. Okay, this daily move, bounce back, go higher, or like that. Okay, like that. So on lower time frame, we still may see another leg lower, but from new lows within that wedge, the wedge which we are having over there, okay, that wedge to bounce back at least on a 4-hour time frame. Oil. Okay, so oil is interesting. We were expecting oil to fall last week. Yeah, so but we haven't seen anything over there. Prices just simply broke through, went higher for another leg higher, and another leg possibility, another leg higher possibility was there. So let me XC USD. So we got a copper chart. Okay, so oil, is at a good spot where we have to pay attention on oil to fall. But there is also a possibility that the oil still can push more higher. Yeah. But yes, it will remain a sell opportunity. Oil is not going to be a buy, because politics has involved over there. White House doesn't want oil to go higher. White House wants oil to go down. Right? And copper is suggesting that there is possibility for another leg higher. Right? There is a possibility that another leg higher can happen over there, which can push up to 50% retracement or $100 mark, like this weekly wave. All right, this weekly wave is happening over there, and this is what we are expecting on oil next. If I'm gonna go to the lower time frame and all right, so right now we are expecting a counter trend move, simply. Okay, all right, so this counter trend and that counter trend to push for another leg higher, which can extend up to $100 and then again longer term fall. So we may not see this move, okay, and price can push higher and then can test the 100 and then again can fall for a weekly time frame chart. I mean, this one more leg is possible before a final weekly drop to happen on oil. So what basically you're looking is Final push-up can happen on oil, okay, on a 4-hour time frame, final push-up. Again, going to stick to the counter trend move. All right, so you look in these areas to hold and this trade to come. Okay, natural gas is bouncing off and you are looking same move like previously told. All right, need to hold and bounce back. So if it tests that low to 240 to these areas, 240 areas, then you're looking for a buy opportunities over there for short to medium and longer term. And stock, right? Stock to just go higher, another leg to happen. Apple to go back up. Okay, Apple is at a good spot where we can see this is what I was talking about in case if this formation happens, all right, and we don't see flat and if this ABC move. Okay, so this opportunity go all the way higher. So stock to go back up, all right. So the move is already happening. Okay, so need to follow the lower time frame during the New York session. Okay, so simply go to 15-minute time frame and these corrections to keep breaking up. Okay, another push, and in case if we see that, you know, that the breakout is not happening, okay, and sharp sell-off is coming and this whole move is breaking down, okay, then simply visit that low, test that, and then again bounce back. All right, this is not the move you are looking right now. We are having a nice jump on the Tesla, yeah, and that's suggesting that we may see more upside. So basically you are simply looking for this 15-minute time frame move to continue to keep pushing more higher. Tesla already jumped. All right, so Tesla open price is the pre-market is 263, all right, while the close was 248. Okay, so this is suggesting that we may see, you know, buying opportunities on tech stock, on other tech stock, so they can bounce off. So Apple is also showing, I didn't see that, you know, I was showing you a 15-minute time frame, you know, buy opportunity, but Apple is showing also pre-market price, pre-market price at 180 means that the you know, there we're not going to have that, you know, again, let's check that. So pre is 180, close was 178. So basically it's showing this is the right price. I think this is the right price. This is the right price, 180. So the, yeah, this is the right price. Yeah, so this is the right price. So 15-minute correction during New York session. Yeah, if it comes, then you are looking to continue. Same goes with the Microsoft. We are still looking these to continue to keep rising. Okay, like last week, continue slow move. They are pushing higher, but slowly during the week. But okay, so same like last week. Any correction comes over there on 1 hour time frame, you looking that to continue. All right, in these areas. Okay, very much similar like that. So pull back like this, buying opportunity, buy opportunity. Okay, buy opportunity was there, so the push back and hold and break out and continue to keep pushing more higher. Nvidia also falling slightly, pushing lower. And if I'm gonna look at the daily time frame, all right, so I wouldn't suggest you to chase the 15-minute time frame on Nvidia, all right, because Nvidia is at high, and there is a possibility that the Nvidia can drag within that daily moving averages, and then you can expect it to buy. It is, you know, at a very high price. If you still want to trade, then simply go to your lower time frame and just trade on them. 15-minute time frame. Yeah, so just ignore that 15-minute time frame. Just stick to the daily time frame. Okay, so same like others. Like last week, AMD is still at a good spot where we can expect it to bounce back. All right, Google is pushing already higher. Right, so need to pay attention on lower time frame for buy during the New York session within these areas. Okay, so go and test that top. We're expecting this to form all-time high. So again, very much similar like the Microsoft chart and AMD chart. Yeah, so these corrections to hold, these 4-hour time frame corrections to hold. First of all, you look in this 15-minute time frame, push lower, right? Push lower, hold that, and bounce back, and continue to keep rising. This move. If it gets bigger, okay, then moving averages to come. I mean, you're looking first this support to hold. If it doesn't hold, then moving averages to come into play, and the next leg to continue to keep pushing more higher. I'm gonna go to the 1-hour time frame, right? This previous support. All right, so that's what you're having, that structure. Right, test that low and continue to keep pushing higher, or breakout. So breakout is not there, breakout opportunity is not there, so market is slow, so you wouldn't expect that correction to continue to keep pushing more higher. Also, Google is slow, so Amazon is also similar, guys. All right, the opportunity is there, so lower time frame is also going to be very much similar. These places, right, these places, or this place, support areas. Meta also same, they are not moving higher, they are slowing down, they are not rising very aggressively, but still, you know, in a correction and offering you to pay attention and look for buying opportunity. Okay, so this place or this place, right? These are the risk areas. I'm showing risk areas where you should pay attention for buying for upside, right? So during the New York session, these areas where you're paying attention to hold. Tesla already bounced off aggressively. Okay, so as long as, you know, any one of them break out, push more higher, I'm going to suggest you to look for others to follow up. So Tesla to just, you know, continue to keep pushing more higher during the New York session. So opening with gap already, yeah, and for 3 or 4% up. So yes, looking it to continue to keep pushing more higher. Yeah, so just continue. So this breakout is happened already, so you're looking it to just hit that high, this high, during this week. So Netflix, okay, same. So Netflix is still long way to go, but the trade is very much similar like last week, or since last 2-3 weeks we are, you know, following this to go all the way back to that high, right? That move, just keep pushing higher. Let's remove that. Or just simply these moving averages to hold and continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, that trend. So that's it. Enough, guys. So enough for this week. Hopefully you enjoy that. So crypto is really slow. Yeah, so we do have crypto, but crypto is just keep going down because of the higher interest rate. So you know, they are struggling. So crypto is really struggling. So I'm gonna look at these coins. Yes, they are offering you to pay attention at a good spots. We were expecting them to, you know, break out for upside. We haven't seen the breakout, and it's since then it's just keep falling. But yes, we are having a decent wedge formation over there. We have seen, you know, previously that low, you know, I mean, the previous low was 5 on ADA, and the wedge is just simply forming over there. So if you are longer term buyers and are interested, okay, then you need to pay attention on these lows within that wedge. All right, I mean this wedge. All right, so these areas, okay, so this trade and possible longer term rise, you need to pay attention on these lows. Okay, same goes with these old coins, right? So they are at the lows. I haven't, you know, updated my structure, but yes, they are at the lows. Okay, they are at the lows. So this is the move you are looking at them, the whole move. And this coin is really struggling, but yeah, still can drag more lower. So this is also, you know, at a new low. All right, so new low, you're paying attention at the new low and this move. Dogecoin is also at a previous low. You're paying attention at these lows, right? These areas. All right, so I think enough. All these coins, almost all these coins are sitting at the lows, at the new lows. So if you are interested, then pay attention. But as I said, fundamentally, we are not going to see big rise on the crypto till rates start to fall, guys. Understand that. Till interest rates start to fall, we're not going to have a big, you know, rise on them. So once interest rates start falling, then you can expect them to give you a big rise. Okay, once interest rates start falling, means that the cheap money is coming. You can borrow and you can buy, and can, you know, get a more you know, return than the borrowing cost. That's gonna push the crypto market for upside. So we are way, you know, we are long way from that move. I'm saying since very long that till interest rates are rising, crypto not going to give you a big, you know, move for upside. So thank you very much for coming into the weekly market outlook. Nifty, you know, have to add that. Nifty. Nifty, what, you know, what you can do on this chart. It's I have said that many times, guys. If you're following me since very long time, you know, I have said that many times. What's happening, you know, we are having a geopolitics playing out over there. Okay, geopolitics is playing out over there. So let me tell you what's my point. If you're gonna look at the Chinese stock, yeah, Hang Seng, or any other dragon or whatever, or tech stock, Chinese tech stock, the politics is playing out over there. So Chinese indices are not doing good, not doing well. All right, Chinese indices are still at the bottom. Chinese companies are not doing well, while the, you know, Indian companies, Indian equities are doing really good. They are strong, trending for upside. Okay, we are the Chinese are going down while the Indians are going up. So Chinese population, you know, have crossed the the Indian population has crossed the Chinese population. So India got a more population than the China. So what's happening right now? So what Chinese were doing? Chinese were looking to cross the American economy, looking to become the number one economy in the world. So what Americans did to the Chinese? Okay, they have simply removed supply chain from China to other countries, to India and other neighboring countries. That's causing the indices equities to perform well, while the Chinese equities to do badly. What Chinese are doing right now? They are doing whatever they can do to push the property markets up and the equities up, but they are still struggling. But on the other hand, Indian economy is doing really well. Indices are just keep pushing more higher. All right, means that supply is moving away from China, and you can see that on your charts. Right. So if you remember, if you go back a couple of years, what was happening? Apple said that they are moving their supply chain away from China to India. Right now, China, now you are having Indian assembled iPhone in the market, and maybe coming. Yeah, if you haven't bought one of them, then soon you're going to see that the Chinese products are not coming into the market, while the Indians are taking over. All right, so this is behind that we are having geopolitics, and geopolitics is playing out really well. Chinese economy is slowing down because they were looking to take over the Americans. So America don't want to happen that. And you can see over there. So Americans are putting their money in India, and Indian companies are doing well, right? And they are pushing higher. And Nifty is just simply telling you that what you can do, you only can buy the dip, right? On the Nifty. If Nifty is pulling back, you can buy the dip as long as American money is coming into the India, right? So you're going to see that these companies, yes, they want, right? The West want India to do well. The West is, putting their money in India, and Indian companies are doing well. They are simply preparing India to stand against the China, okay? And that's what's happening over there. Indian Nifty is pushing, banging higher. So you only can expect it to just keep pushing more higher. So what you should look for, if you see that this pullback is coming, then this is going to be buy the dip opportunity. Simple. All right, or come back within that trend, and going to be a simple buy opportunity. As long as American money is coming in, buying the dip opportunity. All right, because smart money knows that what's happening. All right, so you need to understand the geopolitics. All right, where Americans want money to go, money is going there. They want money to go into the India so that they can replace the Chinese supply, Indian supply, or Vietnam or other countries where the cheap labor is. Right, so money will go there, and that's what you're looking simply. Yeah, if it keeps pushing, then the breakout is possible. Yeah, so for buying at the current price, you need to follow the lower time frame, like 5 to 15 minute time frame. If it keeps pushing higher, then you are in. Yeah, if it falls and tests this low, daily pullback and daily buy the dip opportunity. Thank you very much for staying with me, guys. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook. Until then, bye.